Trailer Tom
Hi, Trailer Tom.
put up a big video asking Todd a lot of questions.
But yeah, I normally don't count my days. If I'm lucky enough to be up here, I just get up here.
I've got to give a huge thank you to Chris Coté and Todd Richards for actually answering my question on the Monday M.A.S.S. podcast that most people call Monday M.A.S.S. That seriously made my day. If you have been following my quest for 200 days on slopes for this snowboard season, you already know I've been deep into this debate of what actually counts as a day on the slopes.
I think I could count today as 201. But to answer that question, we need to defer this question to Todd Richards, who I would say is the utmost authority on the subject of what counts as a day.
Todd, what do you count as a day on the slopes?
For example, does it only count if the lifts are spinning? Does uphill touring count? How many turns do you need to count it as a day? How much effort qualifies as a real snowboard day? I figured if anyone could answer that question with respected authority, it would be Todd and Chris. What I love is that they didn't just give some technical answer. They actually got into the philosophy of riding, the effort, the ritual, the culture, the commitment of loading your gear, getting to the mountain, strapping in, hiking, surfing, skating, all of it. The conversation turned into something way bigger than just counting days. The Monday M.A.S.S. podcast, so awesome for allowing viewers to submit questions. It's not just news or interviews. It feels like hanging out in the parking lot after a session talking about snowboarding, surfing, skateboarding, life, travel, Star Wars, all the cool topics action sports people think about. The May 18th, 2026 episode is especially cool because they cover everything from the Carve Expo down in San Diego to this whole debate about what defines a real day on snow. As an attendee to the old ASR trade show, their discussion really was a time warp transport down memory lane for me. Todd's answer is classic Todd, simple. Straight to the point. I loved it because somehow it also hits deep if you're somebody who truly loves riding. I don't want to spoil too much because you really should go listen to the episode yourself, either on podcast platforms or on YouTube, because hearing the conversation unfold naturally is what makes it special. They also discussed the experience of the late season riding at A-Basin. After hearing their answer, I think a lot of riders out there are going to reconsider the days they almost didn't think counted. Huge thanks again to Chris and Todd for taking the time to answer my question. Absolute legends.
It's a day is a very debatable.
Well, you went riding, and I for me, we have this rule.